one more thing I often say in my introduction. Born in जयपुर, मारवाड़ियों के बीच में पैदा हुआ, तो धंधा वहां से सीख ही लिया था. दिल्ली में पढ़ाई की, तो कहते हैं ना राजनीतिक माहौल में थोड़ी बहुत वो भी सीख लिया था. Then started working, came to Mumbai, which is financial sector. So in terms of exposure, मुझे तीनों चीजों का exposure अच्छा मिला, and that made me a person what I am today. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I think, and for the segment जिसमें आपने स्टार्टअप करा, ये तीनों की बहुत जरूरत है. So I think that's a perfect mixture right there.
True.
बढ़िया है. I think this is probably one of the most seamless journeys of finding a founder that I've heard. मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा struggles वाली स्टोरी अभी सुनी है. Founders आए, फिर नहीं जमा, फिर वापस they had to leave them, find a new one. I've at one point of time मैंने इतनी कहानियां सुनी थी कि I was like यार ये Tinder जैसा कुछ हिसाब बना सकते हैं क्या इसका?
See,
but no, I think it is.
I would say it was not that seamless as I told. My CV was always updated. Had there been a situation, I would have sent it to all my friends.
Plan E. कुछ नहीं हुआ तो भाई ये तो है ही. 2-3 महीने में नौकरी मिल जाएगी, कुछ नहीं तो.
And this is my advice to all the budding entrepreneurs, that if you want to start something, have some basic, let the thought mature to an extent wherein you are able to see the scalability. You need right partners to make it successful. And वो जो स्टार्टअप बनता है ना, वो शुरू में बस पेपर पे बनता है, उसको बनाना पड़ता है उस वैल्यू तक ले जाने के लिए.
बिल्कुल. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of FinTech की बात दिल से. In today's episode, we have with us Mr. Indonath Chaudhary, founder and CEO of Briskbake, a fintech startup that's revolutionizing how Indian exporters make and receive payments on the global front. So, without further ado, Mr. Indonath, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you, and I've been super excited to talk about this segment since quite a while, and I think I finally got my hands on someone who's actually making some change. So, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Shreyas. Good afternoon. Namaskar to Shreyas and everyone. And thanks for inviting me to this podcast series. Looking forward to it.
Sir, always a pleasure. So, sir, before we start धंधे की बात शुरू करते हैं, उसके पहले एक थोड़ा सा let's hear about your journey. क्या हुआ है, कैसे आप entrepreneurship में घुसे, what was that moment when you realized कि यार आपको entrepreneurship करना है? So let's start with a quick introduction and then let's deep dive into your journey.
Yeah, great. Introduction. I am born in Jaipur, amongst Marwadis, and वो कहते हैं ना धंधा तो खून में नहीं था, लेकिन environment ने दे दिया. So it's like that. So I'm born in the family of teachers and professors.
Okay.
And born and brought up in Jaipur, completed my schooling from there. As usual, उस time पे parents physics, chemistry, maths बहुत पढ़ाते थे.
Oh.
So I chose that as a stream. Then moved on to Delhi, did my chemical engineering, and after or maybe during completing my engineering, I realized कि यार hardcore manufacturing sector के बजाय I like something else. So I opted for a PG and joined Institute of Rural Management Anand for MBA, and there I completed MBA. After completing MBA, it was a difficult time, मतलब सीनियर्स का प्लेसमेंट हुआ था, and we heard कि यार market is booming, packages are going up, and then Lehman Brothers crashed in 2008, and we were about to get placed in 2009, and that worry was looming on our head कि यार क्या होगा नहीं होगा. Thankfully, I had done my internship at National Dairy Development Board. I got placed there, so got good exposure of working in government setup. Walked across Rajasthan, UP, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Netherlands, and worked with farmers a lot. 2 years I worked there. In 2011, banking sector was coming up, as in recovering from the financial setbacks it had way back in 2008. So I joined ICICI Bank in 2011, and then I started looking at SME lending. All types of lending, short-term loans, long-term loans. After that, close to 3.5 years, I was with ICICI and joined Citibank. Citibank, I joined in inclusive finance unit. Again, focusing more on supply chain or smaller ticket loans, maybe lending to agricultural sector, MSMEs, renewable energy. Set up multiple structures. 2017, I decided to move internally at Citi and started looking at mid corporates as a business. And I was working on product sales. Just to elaborate, as part of product sales, I was looking at trade, structured trade financing, structuring the deals for the customer in terms of how can they deal into different geographies when they are exporting or importing, cash management solution. This was very extensive and very interesting, I would say. 2020, just before COVID started, I started heading the commercial card sales for whole of commercial banking. So at Citi, commercial banking is like digital business, SMEs, MMEs, small businesses, everything put together. 2 साल कमर्शियल कार्ड किया और तब तक जो कीड़ा काटा था स्टार्टअप का, that had big time, and I decided to move on and started BriskPay. That has been
Which year was this?
This was in 2022 July.
2022.
So I moved on, quit that job and started the journey of BriskPay with my partners Sanjay and Nilesh. So that's about brief intro. Again, one more thing I often say in my इंट्रोडक्शन, बॉर्न इन जयपुर, मारवाड़ियों के बीच में पैदा हुआ, तो धंधा वहां से सीख ही लिया था। दिल्ली में पढ़ाई की तो कहते हैं ना, राजनीतिक माहौल में थोड़ी बहुत वो भी सीख लिया था। देन स्टार्टेड वर्किंग, केम टू मुंबई व्हिच इज फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर। सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्सपोजर मुझे तीनों चीजों का एक्सपोजर अच्छा मिला, एंड दैट मेड मी अ पर्सन व्हाट आई एम टुडे। दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड से।
आई थिंक एंड फॉर दिस सेगमेंट जिसमें आपने स्टार्टअप करा, ये तीनों की बहुत जरूरत है। सो आई थिंक दैट्स अ परफेक्ट मिक्सचर राइट देयर।
ट्रू दैट्स राइट।
सो आई थिंक 2022 में आपने व्हेन यू स्टार्टेड बिजनेस, व्हाट वाज इट दैट मतलब ऐसी क्या घटना हुई, ऐसा क्या इन्फ्लेक्शन पॉइंट रहा है जिसकी वजह से यू वर लाइक कि नहीं यार अभी स्टार्ट करते हैं? तो कीड़ा जो जैसा आपने बताया कि पहले से था कि कुछ तो करेंगे, बट व्हाट वाज दैट मोमेंट दैट made you sure कि नहीं यार this is the right time, this is the right segment and अभी करना चाहिए?
यार वैसे difficult to say what was that specific moment, but just to take a step back, 2012 से चल रहा था दिमाग में। अच्छा। Since I started working with ICICI Bank, SME lending करते करते देखो, एक किसी सीनियर ने कभी ज्ञान सेशन में बताया था, बॉस you should be in a job which lets you travel a lot, meet as many people as possible, then you are able to open up your horizon and think beyond what you are doing on a regular basis.
True.
So that was there, and mind started working on that. First idea that came to my mind, again I'll not mention about that idea, but I could not, or I did not have guts to implement that, and took some time, spent 3 more years. By 2015 I realized that somebody else has implemented that idea, क्योंकि idea unique आपके दिमाग में तो है नहीं यार, आता तो सबको है। It's just that you mature the idea and take it to the implementation. That's the key. And फिर लगा कि कर सकते हैं। By that time family had expanded, I had 1 kid, तो फिर थोड़ा डर लगा कि अभी फिर नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं। Another idea came, sat on that. 3 years down the line, 2019, I saw, wow, that idea has become a unicorn. So that was another instance, and COVID hit hard. If you ask me, all of in our lives, we all have seen some other casualty happening during COVID, near dear ones going through a difficult time. That was a time when actually it made me think a lot. A lot of us were working from home. We being from banking, we had to go to office. But with that, fear every day in our mind, आज जब मैं घर वापस आ रहा हूँ, तो मैं वो कोविड का वायरस तो साथ लेके नहीं आ रहा हूँ। And around that time, family further expanded, had second kid. So it was a time when I decided, यार अब जो करना है अभी करना है. Internally also, post-COVID, a lot of things happen in the banks, and when you work in large organizations, often you do things which are told to you. You have a little bit of innovation scope over there, even if you see that some things can be done differently, but at times, organizational support is not there, or what you want to do requires a lot of investment. Banks have had this issue traditionally. And that's where fintechs have grown over a period of time. So last 2 years, when I think I mentioned during my introduction, 2020, when my role got changed, I had an opportunity to interact with lot of fintechs. Because as a bank, I was solutioning for them. I was giving them various solutions. हर fintech के पीछे bank तो रहता ही है.
बिल्कुल.
So I used to observe कि यार fintech आता है, problem लेके आता है, बोलता है ये नहीं कर सकते, आप बताओ क्या कर सकते हैं, कैसे कर सकते हैं, compliance कैसे कर सकते हैं. And before 2020 there was pattern I saw. Most of the fintechs were started by techies because they were experts in building the tech. Where it used to get challenged was towards compliance or scalability.
True.
So as a banker, we used to consult a lot to these guys, and that's when it realized कि यार इतना consulting कर रहे हैं बैंक में बैठ के, ideas हैं, why not to do it on your own when you know compliance side, process side, and market side as well.
बिल्कुल.
I just needed a good tech partner, which I could not find while working, but when I moved out, it was a full-time search. And that's when I met one of our partner, Nilesh Pathak, and realized tech, he does business compliance, and this segment I know pretty well. And Sanjay, who is our CEO, he also met. He happens to be my college senior. We met in one of the college event. And that's when we realized, we bring on the table complementary skills, and this makes the perfect team. Let's do it. So it was that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is probably one of the most seamless journeys of finding a founder that I've heard. मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा struggles वाली story अभी सुनी है. Founders आए, फिर नहीं जमा, फिर वापस they had to leave them, find a new one. I've at one point of time मैंने इतनी कहानियाँ सुनी थी कि I was like कि यार ये Tinder जैसा कुछ हिसाब बना सकते हैं क्या इसका?
See,
but no, I think it is.
I would say it was not that seamless as I told you. So I moved in July 22, but we incorporated BriskPay in February 23. So there is a good 7-8 months journey, and in between I worked on 2 different ideas as well. Worked with the partner. Again, things didn't work out. And as you had heard stories, I had also heard stories. So decided wrap it up as quickly as possible. Otherwise, long term becomes difficult. Second one, I decided let's do it alone. एकला चलो रे. But वो भी possible नहीं होता है. So realized these two things pretty quickly. Met Sanjay and Nilesh. यहाँ पे थोड़ा seamless था. वो 2 wrap up जल्दी हुए. But then I found my partners, and we could go faster over there.
Understood. Yeah. But I think it is also important to wrap up quickly जहाँ पे आपको लग रहा है कि नहीं जम रहा है, and that failing fast is very important. And I think that was a good call. Anyways, I think moving forward, what really I hear from a lot of early stage founders, हमारी audience में काफी budding entrepreneurs भी है, and सबसे ज़्यादा यही सवाल आता है कि यार जॉब तो छोड़ देंगे, but जब हम चालू करेंगे तो सैलरी तो आने नहीं वाली है, तो जो आदत नशा लग गया है वो ड्रग का, वो छूट जाएगा. प्लान कैसे करें? लाइक घर का खर्चा, बीवी बच्चे है, फैमिली को सपोर्ट करना है, तो या फिर सपना छोड़ देते कि भाई ये हमसे ना हो पाए, ये रईसों का है, या तो फिर देयर इज अ वे टू प्लान फॉर इट जो हमें नहीं पता. सो हाउ डिड यू प्लान फॉर इट?
I can tell you how I planned for it as you asked. Whether it was right or wrong, I can't comment. Everybody's situation is different. Around 2019, when I realized that other second idea, on which I didn't work, and that idea became successful, there were companies which became unicorn. I realized the key is in terms of execution and holding yourself for a period of 2 to 3 years.
Right.
So that 2 to 3 years time frame was pretty much there in my mind, that I just have to survive for those 2 to 3 years. Because as an individual, in corporate, if you're contributing to large chunk of your business, I'll give you a parallel. जब मैं city में था तो 12 members की team थी. मैं 40% धंधा contribute करता था.
Wow.
And there were a lot of dependency. Being a senior member in the team, new members coming in, you are training them, you are guiding them, they are eventually coming up. So आप अगर corporate में कुछ कर रहे हो तो कुछ तो capability है. So you will not die hungry for sure. You will do something. So I started creating a backup, and I would not say it was easy because I had home loan running, and that is still running. So I created a backup in three parts. One is the 2 years education expenses for my kid. I kept it in an FD that I'll not touch come what may.
Makes sense.
Second was the home loan EMIs. I ensured that 24 months EMIs are kept separate and I don't have to touch that. Third was particularly, bare minimum expenses that I need to manage myself for 24 months. I had a comfort. My wife was earning. She's doing a job. But, there are individuals and personalities. I, as an individual, never like to ask anyone, even my wife or my father, till, there is a extreme situation.
Makes sense.
So you try to manage on your own. So my advice to founders would be, don't just, depend on someone else's earning, even in your family. Have your own backup, because when time starts going tough, your savings are depleting. Many a times you are not in a mental shape that you would take things the way it is said by others, or the way you said to your counterparts, your family members. They will also take it in the same manner, because आपका mindset उस time पे अलग होता है. You might be going through difficult times and all those things. So you create backup for yourself for 2 years, and I ensured that I have adequate backup for 24 months. What happened afterwards, it's better not to say. I had to break all those FDs, and technically I did not. 24-month saving was not good enough, because we bootstrapped for quite good time.
Right.
In a market wherein people raise funds on idea, we realized what we are building is quite different, and at this juncture, let's bootstrap to bring in a proof of concept first, and then only we'll raise funds. So we waited for almost. So we raised in April 24, which was like 21 months after I left city. So yes, we raised quite late.
Almost 2.5 years? 2 years just completed.
2 years was about to get completed. So वो liquidity तो पहले ही खत्म हो गई थी. So as I said, कोई right wrong approach नहीं है, लेकिन जो plan किया था, plan से 3 महीने पहले खत्म हुआ, but I could manage it.
Sailed off, yes.
Yeah,
I think that is quite helpful, and it also brings to perspective कि आप कितना भी plan कर लो, Murphy's law बैठा है.
Absolutely.
What's gonna happen? You never
at
know.
the worst time when you don't expect it. Yeah. That is true.
I think that is the beauty of entrepreneurship. You have to be very adaptive. कि भाई कभी कुछ भी हो सकता है. While you have planned, but वो plan B का plan C भी होना चाहिए, तब जाके sense बनता है. या तो फिर you improvise on the spot.
Absolutely. No, I did short-time consulting in between when cash flow was going down. As in, you keep those backups. Plan B ये था कि funding शायद पहले उठा लेंगे, but not relying on that. In between, I did some short-term consulting. जिस महीने में shortfall आया, when I spent more than expected, I did some short-term consultings and
Makes sense. Makes sense. So I think to summarize, I think plan A तो है ही आपका, plan B भी होना चाहिए and plan C भी होना चाहिए. And you should be ready to improvise for a plan D if required. So that is how you should go ahead.
My CV was always updated. Had there been a situation, I would have sent it to all my friends.
Plan E. कुछ नहीं हुआ तो भाई ये तो है ही. 2-3 महीने में नौकरी मिल जाएगी, कुछ नहीं तो.
But ideally, I would say never execute that plan, because I have gone through that stage many a times. The comfort of salary that you spoke about, it doesn't hit you hard for 3 months or 4 months. Start hitting you hard between 4 months, 5 months to 12 months, when all your savings are depleting very fast. Then you are tempted a lot of time. वो जो CV updated की मैंने बात बोली, CV में update जरूर करता था, but I used to hold myself back कि अभी भेजना नहीं है. You don't have to quit right now. And that I kept holding, and that is the key to starting up and moving forward.
बिल्कुल. The resilience and not giving in to the temptation of sending it
Absolutely.
out. बिल्कुल. नहीं तो आज ब्रिस्क पे ही कहा होता अगर आपने वो भेज दिया होता तो. It's as simple as that. बिल्कुल.
होता तो शायद different partners के साथ होता. I would have not been part of that, or would have not been there. That's how it is.
Makes sense. Anyways, I think that was really insightful. I hope our audience takes lessons from that and figures out plan A, B, C, D, E. पूरा ready रखो दिमाग में at least. Moving on, I think something that I always get a very interesting answer to is कि पूरी जो आपकी जर्नी रही है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जर्नी ऑफ बिल्डिंग ब्रिस्क पे, व्हाट वाज दैट मोमेंट जब आपको लगा कि यार ये तो चल पड़ा, मतलब तब तक यू वर लाइक कि होगा नहीं होगा, वी आर पुशिंग बूटस्ट्रैपिंग, बट एट वन वाज देयर अ मोमेंट, वाज देयर अ पीरियड जब आपको लगा नहीं, नाउ दिस विल फ्लाई?
ब्रिस्क पे के लिए डिफिकल्ट टू से बिकॉज़ आई नेवर एनालाइज्ड इट इन दैट मैनर. Startup journey के लिए previous question के लिए I can tell you when I was sitting with an international investor and I along with my partner, we could not partner for long, went to UAE and pitched our idea.
Right.
There was hardly anything. It was just an idea in our mind put up in 3 pages. And the party was ready to invest $250,000 and they said okay, मुझे 9 महीने में, उन्होंने पूछा लाइव करने में कितना टाइम लगेगा, हमने कहा 9 महीना लगेगा. सो दे सेड यार बच्चा पैदा नहीं करना है, या स्टार्टअप में काम कर रहे हो, थोड़ा जल्दी करो, 6 महीने में करके दिखाओ. सो वहां पे एक कॉन्फिडेंस आया था कि पीपल ट्रस्ट इन यू, दे लुक एट ओवरऑल क्लैरिटी दैट यू हैव, एंड इफ आई फाइंड अ पैरेलल टू दैट, बिकॉज वैसा मोमेंट ब्रिस्क पे मैं बहुत लेट आया. इफ आई ट्राई टू फाइंड अ पैरेलल, वी नेवर heard no from investors. We made somewhat, I think 90 plus pitches we made before we raised our round. And most of the time we found an investor who said, I want to invest. It was a matter how much they want to invest and is that sustainable in our business. Because a lot of investors came and said, हम 2 million लगा देते हैं, हम 3 million लगा देते हैं, लेकिन यार हम एक regulated business में हैं. यहाँ पे मेरा net worth ही 2 million का है. So I still need money to run the business, right?
True.
So वो moment आया. I think this was after we formally launched our solution during Global Fintech Fest 2023. People started realizing कि यार there have been market players, जो 2-3 साल पहले पैसा उठा के बैठे हैं, अभी तक solution live नहीं कर पाए हैं.
Yes.
And these guys, without having money, actually built that solution in 6 months' time, launched it in the public, that too first time mobile app in cross-border payments. So that was a moment when and there were a lot of interest. पैसा नहीं आया था अकाउंट में, लेकिन इंटरेस्ट बहुत आया था. So then we realized हमने जो बनाया है वो बनाया तो अच्छा है. It's just a matter of time till that we have to hold on and somebody will invest. So वो FinTech Fest में जो launch किया, that was the time when we started realizing कि whatever we have done good and in right manner.
काम सही हुआ, अब ये दौड़ेगा धीरे धीरे.
हाँ.
And I was there to witness that जो आपका launch हुआ था GFF में 23-24 में, जो मोदी जी ने विजिट भी किया था आपके पवेलियन.
वो तो नेक्स्ट लेवल हो गया था. 24 वाला तो नेक्स्ट लेवल हो गया था. We were recognized by PMO.
He was selected to be visited and all that. That was also amazing. So वो journey मैंने externally observe करी. I've been in touch with Sanjay ji for some time, 2.5-3 years. तो वो मैंने evolution देखा and I think I can say that I've been observing other players as well. तो वो समझ में आ रहा है कि क्या स्पीड से मूवमेंट हो रहा है, क्या स्पीड से जो डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है. इट हैज बीन इनक्रेडिबल.
थैंक यू. Yes, I remember we had met during FinTech Fest 23. Yeah, when we had that small startup booth.
वो आपका जो स्टार्टअप बूथ था एक
कॉर्नर में,
जहाँ पे छोटे-छोटे जब फाउंडर्स के जो बूथ थे, वो स्टार्टअप्स के जो बूथ थे. And then the next year you had a big stall जहाँ पे मोदी जी आए थे.
Right. Now I remember everything correctly. Yes. You were there.
बिल्कुल. So I think this has been an interesting journey and thank you for sharing that with us. One final question, I think it'll be very interesting to hear from you. जो हमारी audience के लिए normally जो मैं पूछता हूँ is कि what are the 3 don'ts that you would suggest for budding entrepreneurs who are just getting into the industry to start their own company?
I would say one, financial planning that we spoke about, that is pretty much needed. I started quite late. I think at the age of 37 I started. So early starters have that advantage. You don't have a lot of liabilities on you. So depending on your life stage, you look at that. Second, I don't call myself a gyani or somebody who can actually advise people, but I used to look for validation within my family. Whenever I had doubt, I used to go to my wife and tell her the idea. Now she's not from my industry, she's from different industry. But she used to tell me, क्या करना है तुम मुझे बताओ, आधे घंटे पूरा मेरे को बताओ. So I used to tell her the story and she used to say कि नहीं मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, वापस जाओ, go and rework. So first time when I got a validation from her was when I told her this is what I want to build, this is how I'll go. पहले 3 महीने में 6 महीने में ये काम होगा और उसके बाद then I will be able to implement. So the moment she said yes, now I understood what you want to do, at least you are 40-50% there. Then I realized we should I should take that call. And this is my advice to all the budding entrepreneurs, that if you want to start something, have some basic, let the thought mature to an extent wherein you are able to see the scalability.
Right.
And third, the most important thing, see, if you have a lot of money and backing, you can hire people and build something, get the things done. Then it's only you who is running calling the shots. But if you are gonna be dependent on external funding, somebody else believing in your story, then you also need to look at right partners.
Right.
कहते हैं ना, आप अकेले सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. All of us as an individual feel that यार वो एक मूवी आई थी ना, सेक्रेड गेम्स सीरीज जो आई थी जिसमें नवाजुद्दीन जी कहते थे हम ब्रह्मास्मि. आप ब्रह्मा नहीं हो. You cannot be everything.
True.
You need right partners with complementary skills. One of the mistakes most of the people make that I have assessed, I'll not say right or wrong approach, but I have seen in the market. If I'm in banking, मेरे साथ वाला जो बंदा होगा उसी के साथ चालू कर दूंगा. But we don't complement each other.
Right.
You have to find a partner who complements your skill. You make 1 + 1 11, not 1 + 1 2.
Makes sense.
So ये बहुत एक critical aspect है. So first is of course your financial planning. Second is that you are able to explain your idea to a kid with a clear sort of 3 to 6 months timeline. Then it will mature eventually. वो जर्नी में पूरा चेंज भी हो सकता है. And third is you need right partners to make it successful. And वो जो स्टार्टअप बनता है ना, वो शुरू में बस पेपर पे बनता है, उसको बनाना पड़ता है उस वैल्यू तक ले जाने के लिए.
बिल्कुल. No, I think those are really insightful do's. And what would be the 3 don'ts? ये 3 चीजें मत करो.
पहली चीज तो अहम ब्रह्मास्मि पे भरोसा मत करो. You are not everything. Second, don't disrespect people. Everybody, who is part of your journey, who may want to join you in that journey as a partner, as an employee, or anybody. Don't disrespect them. Everybody adds value. And third is, again, I'll say more about an HR system. हम लोगों ने MBA colleges में पढ़ा था एक, I think Douglas McGregor had a theory X, theory Y.
Right.
Theory X says everybody is lazy. बस डंडा मारते रहो, काम हो जाएगा. And theory Y says people are self-motivated. You just need to ensure they stay motivated. So, startup journey can be successful when you believe in theory Y, and you have to just look at why it will make it successful, how it will make it successful, and what would it be that I can contribute. Right. So as a founder, you need to ensure your team stays motivated, because आप अकेले कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो. It's a team which is doing. आपका बस एक आइडिया और पैसा लाने तक का कंट्रीब्यूशन था. इसके बाद you need to hold everybody together. So ये एक बहुत जरूरी है. Don't be a manager who is believer of theory X. Be a manager who is believer of theory Y.
Makes sense. I think that is really insightful. Thank you so much. And with that, we'll wrap up the first segment, the founder story. It has been an incredible journey of yours, and thank you so much for sharing it with us on this platform. I'm sure our audiences will love it and benefit from it.
I hope so. Yeah.
Definitely.